Hi, it's Lisa Cuneo and welcome to my scrapbook table. I made this layout on Sunday evening while I was on a Zoom call with some people I'm in a class with. And I forgot to turn my phone on to record right away, so I already have the background created here, but I will show you what I did. I cut apart, this is all scraps, so I had one that was about 10 inches by 12. And I cut apart the strips. That's the one with the minty green. I cut them apart, roughed up the edges, and then layered them back down so that they span the 12 inches. And I'm showing you the edge distressor tool from MK's shop called Some Assemblage Required. Here are my two photos. This will be the last layout that I make from this collection, which was called Indigo and Ivy. And after this, the only thing left is going to be some stickers and embellishments. So those will get sorted into my color bins. I don't think the check paper that you see there on the left was part of this collection. I think I pulled it in from something else. Either way, I'm not going to keep it. I don't use checked patterns very often. And if I were to use one, it would probably be multicolored rather than this one. So either way, I'm going to just get rid of that. Other than that, the biggest scrap left is about a 4x4 square. So these pictures were taken when I was on a trip to Alabama. And I took one in the airport, and then I took one of the airplane's wing that I could see from my window seat. And I apologize ahead of time if this video seems choppy. The layout didn't really take very long, but I had to cut a lot out because I was talking with people on the Zoom call and listening to conversation on there and got distracted a little bit. So that's what's going on here. But I still wanted to share the video. I'm really happy with how it turned out. Even though nothing on the page has to do with travel, I still like it. I'm trying to be less literal about how I embellish my pages. And I don't really have any particular photos that would go with feather embellishments, but the feathers going on here. So be it. I used up not enamel dots, but some just gold metal dots at the end. I used up a lot of stickers that were in this collection. I did my journaling right on the paper that has the butterfly print on it. That could have been handled better, probably. It would have been better to print it on a white journaling card or something, but it's readable. And there's not a ton of journaling anyway. So at the top, I put a semicircle sticker. It says creating memories. Originally it said creating memories together, but this is just me. So I covered up the together part. I have a sticker that says here and now. I add a couple of tabs in a moment. One's pale green, minty green, and it says today. Another one says favorite. And I also add a sticker that says absolutely, because I don't know, why not? It's the right color. I wanted to use that little banner, but it just didn't look right with all the horizontal stripes going on. It just, and the sticker was very, like, they're very thin, so it wasn't going to hold up well over the strips of paper that I have on there, and that I used the edge distressor on them, so I gave up on that. Here's a little square sticker that I thought of using, but I ended up not. This is where I pull the tabs off and add those. And there was a third one that's pink, and while there's a tiny bit of that light pink in the butterflies, I didn't want this page to read pink, so I didn't use that one. I added some heart stickers. I'm probably going to have to go back and put a little bit of liquid glue under those. I wanted to use this flower sticker as well, but it had too much white on the edge for me. So while I chatted, I took the time to trim most of that white edge off of there. And I like it much better that way. Even though it took a while, it didn't really matter. I was just sitting and talking with some friends. So it felt really good to use this up, to put the last bit of stickers in my color bins and call this done. Maybe for the month of July, I will, because this was the last page I completed in June, maybe I will pull out another collection that is nearly gone and try to create a couple of layouts with it, enough so that I could consider it all used up. That would be a great accomplishment during my spending freeze, to actually clear out some collections. So now that sticker is all trimmed. Once you trim it all, it's kind of hard to get the edges off, or the backing off, but I did, and it's up there in the top right or left hand corner of my layout. It shows up much better in real life as I sit here looking at it than it does on screen. So now I'm playing with that little absolutely sticker. I thought of lots of places to put it. I almost put it above good times, but I didn't. I ended up putting it, maybe not right now, but eventually you'll see it to the left of that flower sticker that I trimmed the edges off of. So I'm trying to figure out where to put my hearts. I think that one does stay there above the word good. So the title is Good Times Here and Now. And yes, now I put absolutely up there. I didn't have any sketch or anything that I worked from for this. I just looked at what I had left and thought, what can I do with this? And this is what came to mind. The strips of the brown pattern that you see running vertically behind the butterfly paper, those aren't really that long. They are pieces that I just cut in half and stretched behind there to make them look like they were really that long. I'm going to go ahead and read the journaling. It's pretty short. It says, in February 2024, I couldn't wait any longer, so I flew to Montgomery to spend a few days with Erica and the girls. This photo of me could be called anticipation. And I just went ahead and hand wrote that. Do you use your handwriting on your layouts if you're a scrapbooker? You could let me know in the comments. Some people really dislike their handwriting. If that's you, don't let that keep you from journaling in some way. There are lots of ways to journal that don't involve you doing the handwriting. You could type it and print it out. You could create a QR. You could record your journaling and create a QR code that you put with your layout, either on the front or just tuck it on the back. My friend MK has done a video about how to do that. So this is all done, except then I remember, I have this little strip of gold, pretty gold things, and they're bumpier than I prefer things to be in my scrapbook, but I decided that's okay. I'm gonna do it anyway. And I do like the sparkle that they give the page, just a little bit. And that's another thing used up. It's been sitting in the cup where I keep my pens for quite a while. And I found one more feather. I was determined to tuck it in. and it ends up on the far left. You'll see in a moment. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I really appreciate your watching my videos and supporting my channel. If you like this video, I would love it if you gave me a thumbs up. There are some still shots coming up in just a moment, and thank you again for joining me today. I hope you get to scrap sometime soon. Bye.